Coming up on the Life is the Future podcast.
I think it's like understanding their perspective too, because like
Yeah, exactly.
they don't know what they're doing wrong, and you're telling them that. So being harsh right out of the gate is like it's not gonna work.
Yeah. I also think like so we just talked about like what you guys would do to give harsh feedback, but like when you're in a team, like I feel like everybody should be expecting some type of feedback, like whether it's good or bad. Like, because if you don't, and then you do end up getting bad feedback, then you're gonna be disappointed.
Yeah.
But like if you have the mindset like going into it like, oh, if I mess up, then somebody's gonna tell me. So and I shouldn't be like disappointed. Like you should just try to understand what they're saying. So I think like as the receiving person as well, like you need to know like any feedback you get is fine.
Hey, it's Scott Todnam, and you're listening to the Life is the Future podcast, a podcast for health education, middle school, and life in general. It's episode 6 of season 7 of our podcast. Our two hosts this week, Dhruva and Kanishk, invite in some friends, Matthew and Aayan, and they talk about diet and exercise, kind of these tried and true topics. So let's hear what young people have to say about food intake and also activity level at a young age and also moving into older teenage years. Without further ado, here's Dhruva and Kanishk. Check it out.
Hello everyone, this is the Life is the Future podcast, and we're on episode 6 of season 7. So I'm Dhruva, this is Kanishk, and we have Aayan and Matthew with us today. So our topic today is going to be mainly starting with like nutrition. So we're going to ask them some questions, and then they're just going to tell us like what their answers are. So
All right. So, what's your favorite snack, and like why do you like it, and why do you eat it after school?
Alright, so normally after school, like I have basketball practice, so like after school I just like come home and like drink a protein shake and also eat a protein bar because it's like kind of filling and it's like healthy.
Same with him. I like to eat like a protein bar or a protein shake afterwards. I just eat like whatever, like it's something quick and easy to eat.
yeah, I think it's the same with me too, especially when like we have sports practice. Like since I do soccer, like for me it's just something small but like filling so that you have like energy in the evenings.
Yeah.
So
It's like quick and easy to eat too.
yeah.
That's what I did like during the flag football season.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys think eating breakfast is important? Why or why not?
Yeah, I think it's important. Like if I try to have breakfast, but like I just wake up late sometimes. So it's like you don't want to go hungry throughout the whole day, cause I also stay extra after school. Like as I mentioned, I have basketball practice, so like if I can get an extra meal in or like even snacks, like I just try to.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people that I like talk to, they say like they don't eat breakfast and they just like have something small. And like, I mean, I guess this kind of makes sense because like our lunch is kind of early. Like I don't know, like if during the weekend, like when I eat lunch at home, it's like much later. It's like
It's at like 1.
Yeah, 1. But here it's like 11 o'clock, 11:30. So like I guess you could probably eat something small. But like, what do you
So,
have
like,
breakfast?
Now like I just like some days I like get a quick snack, but like Ion, like I like wake up pretty late, so then I can't like to get ready and like do all that and then have breakfast too. Is like it's like kind of if I eat breakfast, it's like when I'm like if I rush it, but like
Yeah, I usually have like only like 5 minutes to eat something.
yeah.
All right. How do you stay hydrated during the day, and why is drinking water important for your body?
I don't really bring a water bottle because like
Yeah, me
I'm
neither.
kind of lazy. I just use the water fountains.
Yeah.
They're good enough for me.
Yeah.
And then like if you bring a water bottle, like a lot of times it's like hard to take to like different classes and then it like spills.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah, like because you're carrying so much stuff too.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like the same for me. It's like I'm really forgetful, so I've lost like 6 water bottles in the whole middle school time, and like I don't really bring it, but I think the fountain's pretty good.
Yeah.
I just remind myself to drink from it because I know staying hydrated is important.
And since we have like a lot of like passing periods, there's always like time to like go to the water fountain, and at lunch too. All right. Do you think there's a difference between eating junk food occasionally and eating it every day?
Yeah, I think there is a difference.
Yeah.
So like Yeah, same with like Aayan, cause like if you eat it like every day, like you start to become like, it starts to become like a habit. And, like,
yeah, it becomes a habit. Yeah.
And then like, but if you eat it like every once in a while, you won't like crave it as much.
Yeah.
So how do you like? This is just like my question, but like, how do you like prevent yourself from like, from it becoming a habit instead of so that you can just like occasionally have a treat and like not make it, not make it an often thing. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I love fruits. Like if I have like mangoes or something
Yeah.
in my house,
Yeah.
I'll eat that, or like
Yeah.
apples,
Yeah.
oranges.
Mhm.
So like, cause they're also sweet. Like taste
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, yeah.
I agree,
Yeah.
because like I think eating like fruits like can really help you stop like a habit
Yeah.
Yeah.
of eating junk food.
Yeah.
And I think that like having like things that are like low in sugar is also a pretty good option, because like there are things that taste good, like savory things that taste good without
Yeah.
sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to ask the next one?
Do you think it's important to learn about nutrition at a young age?
Yeah, I think it's important. Like, cause you want to grow up to be like healthy. You don't want to like.
Yeah.
You don't want to grow up with bad habits.
Because then it's hard to like change your
Mhm.
bad habits.
Yeah.
'Cause
For,
once you already developed,
Yeah.
you have to. Yeah.
for most things, you want to learn it like at an early age.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Yeah, so like, Mr. taught him, like, I remember, like, I think it was last year. He, like, did you guys do that, like, nutrition sheet?
Yeah.
Yes,
I
like,
remember.
it, like, first I was, like, kind of confused by it, but then if you, like, think about it, like, the stuff that we eat every day, like, has, like, a big impact on our bodies.
Yeah.
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 All right.
Right.
What's your guys' favorite way to stay active after school?
Extra activities like basketball. Like I know I keep mentioning that, but
Yeah.
like I play it like almost every day, or like I try to,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and sometimes I'm like forced to like practice in games.
Yeah.
So, like, I like to, like, so most days I, like, maybe, like, play with my brother or, like, sister or something. So, like, it's, like, my brother, he likes to, like, play, like, football and stuff. So then I, like, run around with him. But, like, my older sister, she likes volleyball. So then I, like, play that with her, too. And then sometimes I go to, like, the clubhouse, and then,
Yeah. So it's normally like with someone else.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think doing like activities with someone else is like a good way to stay active.
Yeah.
'cause it's
It,
like,
like,
Especially like
motivates you.
hanging out
Yeah.
with your friends.
Yeah.
and then it's, like, more fun, and, like, instead of, like, doing it just to do it, you can actually, like, talk to them, like, laugh with them and
Mhm.
stuff.
Do you guys think it's important to like, at a young age, like, explore different sports and like get as much experience, or do you think it's like better to just stick to one and just like if you really like it, just focus on that? Like.
I think, like, you can like a lot of sports, but, like, yeah, so, like, when you're young and, like, you want to try different things, like,
Mhm.
I remember, like, one of my friends was telling me, like, he played a lot of sports before he, like, found which one he liked the
Yeah.
most, and now
Yeah.
he's doing really good in that.
Yeah, I think something similar to that. Like when you're like in elementary school, like I'd probably do like 2 or more sports. Like
Mhm.
I did 2. Like I used to play
Mhm.
baseball too.
Mhm.
But like when you're in high school, I feel like it's easier to like, or like it's best to like stick with one sport,
Yeah.
because you also have other things to do like homework and extracurriculars. But
Yeah.
also like you want to get good at like the sport
Yeah.
that you're best at,
Yeah.
because you want to actually make the team and like make an
Yeah.
impact on that team too.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense.
I think it's important at a young age. Like it's like pretty important to try new things,
Yeah.
because you don't know what you're good at like immediately after trying a sport. You have to try it for a while, and then you'll start to develop the skills, and then I think it's better to pick one or the other.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's, like, not, like, only sports, but, like, different, like, hobbies, too, like
Yeah, I agree.
Mhm.
drawing or something, or, like, singing.
Yeah. Anything that just like takes
Yeah, like a
time
passion or
to-
something.
yeah.
I think when you're young, you just have to like try new things, like not just sports or like
Yeah.
hobbies
Yeah. Yeah.
for
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
So like, what about you guys? Did you guys try new things or no?
Like, I did, but, like, I, like, switch every once in a while, so, like, I did so first, like, my, like, first sport was, like, soccer. But, like, this was, like, when I was in, like, preschool, so, like, I don't remember it that much. But then I did, like, swimming, and then I went back from soccer and swimming and stuff. And then, like, I played, like, volleyball for, like, a little. And then now, like, with you guys and, like, the flag football team, like, I like that, too. But, like, it's also fun because then you can, like, you don't have to be, like, good at just one sport. You can play with your friends, like, different things.
Yeah. For me, like, I mentioned that I used to do baseball, but, like, also, like, when I was young, like, especially when I was younger, like, with my other friends, like, we'd always just, like, do a new sport. Like, every time we would play outside, we'd always do, like, a new sport, like, every month.
Yeah.
Like, we do baseball outside, basketball, cricket, tennis, pickleball, volleyball, football, and, like, kickball, too, honestly.
For me, it was, like, I never really played for a team, like, many different sports. But I think I just tried some out, like, by myself. Like, for basketball, like, I would just, like, before I moved, I had a lot of, like, when I was, like, younger, we had a basketball, like, net. Like, there would just be random nets and people in the neighborhood, and you just, like, go and play. And, like, I feel like that's the only way, like, I got more experience. I never actually joined, like, specific teams for different things. It's always been, like, soccer for me. But that's how I grew up, like, discovering stuff. Alright.
Do you think staying active can help with getting better sleep at night?
Yeah. Because, like, if you're, like, tired throughout the day, you're going to want to, like, sleep earlier.
Yeah.
As long as you don't have, like, caffeine or, like, too much sugar.
Yeah.
It's, like, kind of like a cycle. Because, like, when you sleep more, you can, like, do more work. And then when you do more work, you want to sleep more.
I mean, I think for me, like, staying active during the day helps with productivity. Because, like, it helps you, like, set time apart. It doesn't keep you, like, on your phone or something.
Yeah.
How does sports help you build teamwork and discipline?
Alright, so, like, in gym, like, you know how we play, like, I think, like, 2 or 3 sports per unit?
Oh, in PE?
Yeah,
oh,
so,
yeah,
like, we, like, that, just, like, that alone, like, when you're with someone and then you have to, like, go against them, maybe in a different sport, it, like, you kind of want to show more, like, maybe you want to beat them or, like, you want to show, like, sportsmanship.
So, like, competitiveness.
But, like, also, like, the teamwork, like, you can, like, that's not something that, like, a lot of people will, like, start with. Like, they might just, like, want to,
like, they're
like,
not
do it
all
themselves.
good at it. Yeah.
And then,
Have you seen, like, most people being, like, willing to, like, sometimes you're just given groups, sometimes you get to pick groups, but, like, are there people who, like, don't want to be part of a group? Like, they just prefer sports when they're, like, by themselves. Have you guys seen, like, more people, like, independent or more people who want to be in teams?
I think it's, like, different. Like, I always see different things. Like, I see, like, half the people, like, actually, like, wanting to join groups, because, like, in PE, and, like, they want to, like, play, but other people just want to, like, sit out and, like, not talk to anyone.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it just, like, really depends on the personality of the person.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like, honestly, I don't think it's a big problem if they don't want to, like, participate in a sport, because maybe that's just not for them. And maybe they'll find, like, other ways to build teamwork.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. What does the saying, like, teamwork makes the dream work, like, what does that mean to you guys?
I think it means, like, if you're, like, able to work with other people, like, you can like, do a lot of things.
Yeah, like,
I don't know how to expand on that, but
how does that, like, you're saying, like, it helps you, like, in everyday life, like, just, like, teamwork in general. Like,
if you're able to, like, work with other people, like, that's, like, a skill set. Like, it's a good skill to have in life, like, even in, like, jobs and stuff.
Like communication.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, because then, like, if you have, like, good teamwork, you're, like, it, like, works better for that, like, team or, like, whatever it is. And then you also, like, learn that, like, you also make new friends and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the phrase means a lot because like it kind of means like it makes like a really good type of work, but it can also make like your dreams work, like something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, how does school help you build discipline
Discipline
and teamwork?
forces you to do work. Like sometimes, like a lot of people, actually most people, like they don't want to do work, but
Yeah.
like you have to do it. So like,
Yeah.
builds discipline that way.
Mm.
Yeah, so then, like, I don't know about you guys, but like, sometimes like if there's something like I actually like want to learn or something,
Yeah.
and then like it might be a little challenging, but then I want to like
Know how
get
to do
it, yeah.
Yeah.
And then like also when you're working together with in like groups and stuff, you guys can like talk and like be more social, and it like
Yeah.
and it makes like the people that are like always like maybe they're not like as good as like being social or anything, but
Yeah.
like I feel like people like that are more social, they like end up being more happier and like do better.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're able to like talk to different people.
Are you saying that like school makes like unsocial people like more social too?
Oh well, yeah, kind of, because then they can like connect to other people like
Yeah.
them.
Especially in like group projects
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
group work.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I personally think that school in general makes you come out of your comfort zone a little bit.
Yeah.
It helps you build teamwork in that way, like talking to other people that you normally not talk to besides your friends.
Yeah.
And then also discipline, because school forces you to get things done on time and like finish assignments.
Yeah, there's like a set goal, so like you really don't have a choice.
Yeah, you gotta focus on what they give
Mhm.
you.
Yeah.
What's the best way, or wait, which one?
13.
Oh. What do you think is more important in a team, like strong leadership or strong collaboration?
I think both, honestly.
Why?
Because like not like saying that like one person is like you know like the group leader, but like
Yeah.
but like if there's one person that like
Like guiding you.
gets everybody like
Yeah.
like motivated and stuff, like it's good, and then it leads to like everybody collaborating better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I think those are like I think it's like 50-50 for me.
Yeah.
It's like,
Like,
same.
because I think like you need to, like when you're in a group, I feel like you need to have a leader, because like
You
when
need
people,
someone to guide
yeah, because you need to like if you're getting off track or whatever it is, you need someone to like keep you focused, and also like
Yeah.
not just like on the task. Like sometimes you do need a break, like what you're doing, like especially if it's work,
you.
like at school. Then you need someone to be able to like tell you, like, oh, let's set aside time for this so that we can do our work properly or whatever. So I think
Yeah.
it's both like important, because if you only have that and then no collaboration, then you're just pretty much following one person, and like the idea of like being in a group doesn't really work out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the best way to give constructive feedback without hurting someone's feelings?
it's a tough one.
Like,
You just have.
how do you guys?
How do I give people
Yeah,
feedback?
how do you-
I just tell them what they need to work on, like, but I try not to be like harsh. Like,
Mm.
I just try to give the best advice that I can.
And then you can also like give them advice and then help them like become
Like, give them
better.
examples.
Yeah, and then like say someone's like struggling on like a math thing
Math
or something,
test,
and
yeah.
then like you wanna, instead of saying like you're dumb or something, you can be like I can teach you how to do this, and then instead of, I think it's like the word choices.
Yeah.
Like you can say, like you can mean the same thing but say it a lot better.
Yeah. For me, like, I'd tell them what they're doing wrong first, and then what they need to improve on, and then I'll actually tell them like how they can improve on that.
Yeah.
I think I think it's like understanding their perspective too, cause like
Yeah, exactly.
they don't know what they're doing wrong, and you're telling them that. So being harsh right out of the gate is like it's not gonna work.
Yeah. I also think like, so we just talked about like what you guys would do to give harsh feedback, but like when you're in a team, like I feel like everybody should be expecting some type of feedback, like whether it's good or bad. Like, because if you don't and then you do end up getting bad feedback, then you're going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
But, like, if you have the mindset, like, going into it, like, oh, if I mess up, then somebody's going to tell me. So, and I shouldn't be, like, disappointed. Like, you should just try to understand what they're saying. So I think, like, as the receiving person as well, like, you need to know, like, any feedback you get is fine.
Yeah.
But like I think it could go like either way. Like if you're harsh to someone right out of the gate, like you could have like two different mindsets. Either like you like fold and like go into a box and like you're like hurt, but some people just like use that as motivation or something.
Yeah.
And like they like learn. I don't know how to explain it.
You mean like they want to actually get better, not just like...
Yeah, they want to get better.
Yeah.
Not just for like other people, but like to
Yeah,
make
sometimes-
like themselves better.
Sometimes people just be harsh because they think it's motivation.
Yeah. So how do you guys try to be that person who like is like has the ability to get motivated and like wants to work on something? How do you guys like build that?
Do you mean like us motivating other people?
No, like,
No,
how do you
become that person who wants to learn more,
wants
like, wants
to
to
be
be
more-
better?
I mean, maybe part of it is to do with, like, personality. Like, everybody's just each to their own. But, like,
Yeah.
other times, you also have to, like, learn how to...
Wait,
How
can
to
you repeat
build
the
that.
question?
Like how do you become the person that like wants to learn and wants to become better?
Fix your
So like,
mistakes.
how do I want
Yeah,
to?
fits mistakes.
Because you
Like,
said
how
there's
do
two
I-
people, right? Like,
Yeah.
people who, like, fold up. But,
Yeah.
like, how do you be the person to, like, fix your mistakes?
I just think it's like it's honestly up to like the person. I don't know how you would want to like make someone want something. Like it's just a mindset thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think honestly for me, just like taking the criticism and like
Oh yeah, exactly.
rather than like interpret it and like become better. There's always like some room for improvement.
Yeah.
Because if you like
Until-
don't fix it, you'll keep getting the criticism. But,
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you can like show everyone that like you took their like words to heart and stuff.
Do you guys think that's the hardest part about working in a team, like criticism, or like, what do you guys, if not, like, what do you guys think is the hardest part of working in a team, and how do you deal with it?
I think it's just figuring out like what everyone thinks, like, cause people think differently. So
Yeah, so
you're gonna have to
communicating-
learn.
Yeah, yeah. What about you?
Yeah. So like, if you like know the people in your group and stuff. Wait, can you repeat the question again?
It's like easier if you know the people in your
Yeah,
group.
like, the question's like, what's the hardest part
Oh.
of being in a team, and like, how do you
Yeah.
deal with it?
So then, like, if you know the people already, it's like a lot easier for you guys to like connect and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if you don't know the people? Because, like, there's, like, sometimes when you're assigned groups, especially in, like, school to do work, there's people who you don't know, and then you can't always, like, there's, like, an
Assume.
uncomfortable, like, feeling when you just can't talk to them. But then
Yeah.
but at the same time, you need, like, everybody to be working. So how do you deal with those situations?
Yes, like sometimes you can just like maybe like try to start a conversation with them, and then you guys can be like you can learn that like that person is like similar to you. Instead of,
I see, like, if you're, like, in a group and, like, the goal is to, like, answer a certain question, like, I just ask everyone, like, how they would answer it. And then after everyone's answered, like, we'll try to find a way to, like come up collectively with an answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the hardest part about working in a team is not like the actual teamwork, it's just getting to know them.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
honestly, I think just breaking the ice and like getting that figured out, that just like leads to instant like teamwork.
Yeah. So I think, I mean, we were earlier, we were talking about like being in a team, like in a sports team, but there's so I think like the main difference is like, I don't know about you guys, like I don't know about basketball and how that works, or like football, but like for soccer, there's like the age group that you join in are like, those are your teammates to like however long you stay in the team. So, like if you stay, so like for me, I've had the same teammates since I joined. Yeah. So like that time like that it takes to like build up with the team, like obviously it's much longer than just like one day of work time in school, but like I feel like that builds like a bigger connection, obviously time. But so I think like the sports teams, you get like a deeper connection because you've been with them for longer, and like,
Yeah.
But when you're like put into a group on the spot and then you only have a short time, like it's not as easy, especially when you don't know.
Yeah.
All right, thanks to Aayan and Matthew for joining Dhruva and Kanishk this week to talk about food, and then also you notice how that conversation just naturally led into activity as well. It's always great to hear young people talk about sports. That's a big passion for a lot of these middle schoolers, but it was great to hear the guys today connect in things that they take into the body and how that might influence and affect their athletic output. I'm glad they gave us a little bit of particular insight into athleticism and sport, but also talk a little bit about water, snack foods, healthy diets, and the like. Our hosts are still getting their footing a bit in what it means to be a leader and how to keep things progressing and flowing in each episode. You'll notice that they're going to progress as this school year continues. I'm excited to see how they develop, also in contrast with our other two hosts of this school year, Sri and Samarth, and see the topics and the guests they bring in and some of the differences and some of the nuances that make it interesting to tune in every single week. Remember, we have an understudy program going on. Mira and Ahana followed behind the scenes in today's episode, and they also gave their own reflection on today's topic. Make sure to look for that episode and that new release very soon. For now, thanks so much for following our journey. If you made it this far, can you give us a like? Maybe make sure you're subscribed, and if you like what we do, it always helps out if you share this episode with others that might be interested. Until next time, thanks for tuning in.